12 of my best minutes. Got it.
It's really the only 12 minutes, really.
Yeah, I'm a fact finder, and I'll remind you, believe when I say I researched this all day, but we are two-sided parts. You need to read, but all I say with all of your ragings, tell me why I've got red hair and ginger pubes. Tell me why you bitch and moan, it's all you do. Now it's time to get drunk and go on stereo. That's the two-sided way.
Say what?
That's the two-sided way. Woo!
That's how you say fucking good morning in Australia, right there. Right there. Yes, my good friend, Mr. V. Look him up, Mixed Clippers on Instagram. Good mate. How you going, mate? Good on you. I heard his fucking album's coming out soon. I go on the road with Yahoo Serious. Pretty big stuff. Paul Hogan was opening for him. Not bad. Why? That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Wait, are you serious? Yahoo serious?
Yahoo. Seriously.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Anytime you can start a show off with a little Mr. V serenade, I can only imagine what it's like living with him in that whole household of kids. It's a depot. It's a warehouse of children. They stack them on forklifts and put them in different crates. There's so many, but I feel like to keep them all there and keep the cops away, it has to be pretty fun, right? I'm thinking with song and dance and love. I don't know.
Wait, so how are you doing?
I pre-gamed pretty good. I went and bought a fishing license and a horseshoe kit. John,
now,
you know
now, one would think that those two don't go together: a fishing license and a horseshoe kit.
And no, they don't.
Tell.
They truly do not. They're actively. It's like you never know where you're going to be. Like, oh, I'm just going away. Where are you going? Don't really have a destination, but I'm going to take my bathing suit and my tuxedo and my baseball gloves. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm taking a fishing license. I'm taking some lime, some plastic bags, a shovel, a horseshoe kit, and a marinade for a nice chicken, if I find a chicken. But I'm not planning on it. I just have the marinade. No big deal.
The horseshoe kit is so that the ground can be trampled upon over and over, make it look like there was no digging there recently.
Correct. We're just playing horseshoes, man. All right, but what are you eating? It's marinated chicken? Marinated chicken. See? You just got to be ready for all things. And you, motherfucker, were the Eagle Scout. I did some listening. I did some research. Did you know if you wanted to get your fishing license in the state of Arizona, you get a 20% discount because you are an Eagle Scout from Arizona?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I think you should just get one just because take advantage of shit. Fuck them, right? Boy, hey,
yeah.
Boy. How you going, mate?
How you going, mate?
Hey,
There he is.
Talking about your fucking
We're
music.
just talking about your fucking musical town.
Hey, John L. Peacock, my boy Pete. How you doing? G'day, man, Black. How you like my character voice today?
So, dude, accents is so great. I love it. How can you have like I want to do? It's an accent. It's a show within a show. Like it's hard to go into an accent, but then hard to. All right, do a fucking oi. No, but no. Hey, John L. Peacock. See, an accent with your accent of an accent. You can play within a play. John, hold on to your fucking boots, baby. It's gonna be a hell of a show if we're starting like this. This is all it's boomerang style.
It's an accented accent.
Right. The accent was a goose with a bruv. Where my French speakers at? Where my French speakers? All right. Oh no, you want umlauts? We going German this motherfucker? Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now currently live on the YouTube. So if you want to click that button right above, you can see our beautiful faces on our YouTube channel, Two-Sided Podcast.
Good call. You got to keep telling me that because I realized I clicked through all the buttons, just like I clicked through all the agreements on my phone. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Install. Great, fine. Yeah, we're live now. This is all being recorded. You're aware. Make sure you remind me. Pete, as your lawyer, I recommend
you think about what you're saying and don't look directly into the camera. You say, I commit crimes on this date.
Under these circumstances,
and I said, I couldn't do it.
And I did it. There I was. Crime committed and getting away with it forever. Right.
The lovely, majestic red peacock in his natural habitat. Notice as he shies away from the wild Pete. Look at the sheen of Pete's coat, obtained from the drink of hops and the eating of wild weeds.
Bong water, baby.
Song and dance, prescribed every Tuesday and Thursday. Nature, a wonderful gift.
Fuck me, John.
That's Carl Sagan right there, right?
I believe that was David Attenborough. Here in this lovely blue planet.
That's right. Yeah.
And also, fuck your plumage, because I have a lovely coat. And the thing is, it's all about malted hops and barley and bong water. It's very fermented. It smells just abhorrent. It's just enough to make the peacock fly the coop. He's a peacock. You got to let him fly. How are you doing, Dre? And then he's gone. John, you need to actually. Is there any way to save that?
Is there any way to save that message, or do you have to play right now? Because
the message that Dre just Are you high?
Are you high?
Paying attention?
I'm paying attention. Shut up and mute yourself.
The lovely, majestic red peacock in his natural habitat. Notice as he shies away from the wild Pete. Look at the sheen of Pete's coat, obtained from the drink of hops, the eating of wild weeds, with song and dance, prescribed every Tuesday and Thursday. Nature, a wonderful gift.
Ridiculous. So good. Glad you recorded it.
Yeah. Let's get Mr. V and let's start the show, eh?
Yep. Yeah, I got shit to do. Come on, guys, got a job.
It's got a job. No, he doesn't.
Wait. I got it. Okay. This is my accent of an American doing an Australian accent. G'day, mate. How about that? Didgeridoo? You play that?
That's really good. You almost sounded Australian. That was good. This is stupid.
I was actually looking at your beautiful faces on YouTube. And fun fact, my boy Pete is a Viking. I don't know if anyone knows this. Is in fact a Viking, and I know Peacock is in fact a Celtic warrior. True. So don't catch these two guys on the streets, because you will get shillelied and then abducted. And all your things hoarded and stolen. So be aware.
Right. I'm here to chew gum and pillage. And I'm all out of gum. Let's start the pillaging.
And speaking of YouTube, on our channel, we got Maurice and Andrea. I'm here, boys, you beautiful young gentlemen.
Cheers, Maurice, Andrea. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be a wild ride. We're about to start the show. So anyone who's listening, we're on the YouTubes. Sorry, I'm back in it. All right. We're on the YouTubes, currently live on Thursdays. We have our shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays on the stereo. But if you can't make any of those, you can't have the time, you can take us with you in your pocket on your special little mobile device. You can log into Spotify. We have a presence there. We're also on Apple Podcasts. We are also on Farmers Only. We are fans only. We are here for you all the time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific. That's 11 p.m. Eastern. And anytime you want, if you can save us to your phone. Good on you.
Let's do a shot, play this message, and get started.
Let's do it.
That's me, guys. I'm Maurice Andrea.
That's awesome.
Right on.
Cheers. All right. Cheers. Everyone drink. We thought we had, tell your friends. Anyone, like any of you, give us referrals. We'll see you next week at the marriage counseling, and tune in every Thursday. I recommend that. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, howdy.
I still don't understand how we have two didgeridoos in the intro of one show. It just drives me nuts. All right.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm my boy Pete. Drinker of drinks. Teller of jokes. Seer of things around him from Southern California.
Oh, you brought your resume this time. And you're listening to Two Sided, where every episode I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the fun and the serious.
Yeah, the right and the wrong, John. The me and the you. You not so much. You think too little. You a little man with no thoughts. And me, all robusto. All the good thoughts, all the right answers. There's very few gray areas, but right and wrong, John. Fun and serious.
Immediately we have a message, and then we're going to jump into our first segment.
Guys, that's me on YouTube. I'm Maurice Andrea.
You fucking Spartacus joke.
I'm Spartacus.
I'm Maurice Andrea. Hey guys.
Fine. You be Maurice Andrea. You get whipped.
Here's the deal. In the time of in the time of the two-sided pod, we are all Maurice Andrea.
There's quite a few fucking grey areas in your beard, Pete. That's what I'm talking about.
Called racing stretch. Don't racing come down there. Oh, look down. Look, we've got these down here for one reason. We'll come down there. Listen, we're gonna take it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, John and Pete, professionally late. We're on stoner time. I apologize. We got into some really interesting conversations with some good living with some crazy drunk lady, and yeah, so that happened. How we living?
Brother, we're doing great now that you're here, but it's going to be really good because you coming in and talking to a drunk lady or in a really weird conversation is a lot like stretching before the big race of what you're going to do for us. She was a jogger around the block. We're the marathon that you're about to fucking endure. Let my enunciation be correct. We are the learned men.
Right. We are not the third mood around Ender. We are enduring it.
We are enduring. And it is also God damn, John. This is going to be a rough show. We've really been
Hey, you are not late to anything. You are right on time for our first lightning round.
Lightning round! It's time to get down! Yeah!
Well, anyone knows that our first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, if you don't have anything to say, let's jump right into it.
Oh, John, I have so much to say, but I will hold off until you ask the questions. I am but putty and clay. Go on.
Because I know you, me, and everybody would have an inquiry about lightning round guy, but let's get these questions out of the way first.
We gotta go. Right. It's gonna be a whole thing. I tell you what.
Hey, what car services are you offered in SoCal?
Is that code? Are we speaking in code? Is that like a wink wink? You want a full car service or a half car service? Are you talking like Uber and Lyft and?
Sure. Could be an Uber, could be a Lyft.
He asks the knowingly. Honestly, I don't know. I have never looked up any car services in LA. I support the old school, man. I'll call the yellow cab. It's even more, but if you're downtown, I feel like it's a more fun of a ride. Like, I'll pay the extra $5. Whatever, man. It's all good.
That actually makes the rest of these questions much more interesting. So when's the last time you took an Uber?
Like a couple of weeks ago.
Tell us about the experience.
I got in. It was a dude who, that was when I was like, I wasn't all about Ubering, but I did. I went to the station and had my headphones on. Looked like, that's the great thing about the COVIDs now, is when you mask up and have sunglasses on, you're not coming to rob the place. Like, oh, you're just like masking up. Like, yeah, but also could it be both? Could it be safe and dangerous? Come on, probably not. Anyway.
Did he have any of the free waters available in the back?
Didn't even look. No. Like, I was not trying to be there. I was not trying to.
It wasn't about the experience. It was you had to get from A to B, and this is the last case scenario, but you had to take it.
Correct. Okay. They have that fucking app on my phone for because I was hiring downloaded Uber Eats. Like, would you also like, why not?
Well, it's free.
Could you guys bring wings when you come? Because I have like $10 credit for Uber now. But also get those wings on the way, yeah? Let's go to the fucking station and get wings.
So I'll open this one up. What's the best Uber driving or driver story you've ever been through or heard? So we can open it up to stories you've heard.
I don't listen here say, John, it's all gossip. It's all It's all no. I've heard a lot of bad ones. Heard a lot of bad ones, but like the good ones for me are like the non-existent. It's always like anytime we take Uber, it's when we're fucking shit housed. We usually get a ride. Someone is always able to drive, and you leave a car there, and you always Uber home. Like 4 or 5 drunk people. Yeah, we need the biggest car, or two or three. Like we need 2 cars. Let's race. Come on, you got to race those guys. Let's play the amazing race. Like, it's never a great experience. It's fun, but it's like it's not. It's like to me, Ubering is like I don't use it on the regs. So like, oh, I'm going to the beach. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. Like, no. It's if I'm getting drunk. It's no, if I'm getting drunk.
Right.
Pretty much if I'm getting drunk or if I'm stranded at a train station. If I've gone somewhere and I can't get picked up, like shit. All right, let's do this.
Wait, did you just say Uber is like going to the beach? You only do it when you're getting drunk?
No. I don't do it when I'm like going to the beach. Like going to the beach
okay.
That's a planned thing. You know, you have, oh, I'm driving or we're doing this or like, yeah, we're going to get drunk, but we're also staying at this walking hotel. So like, all right, yeah, you can. Uber's not an issue.
Uber's never a planned thing for you. It is a backup. It is a.
It's always the backup.
Well, actually, that leads into the final question of the round. What are your thoughts on the concept of quote unquote regular people becoming taxi drivers, essentially?
What you're saying is, yeah, there's no reason for them not to, because do you understand that your firemen and your police officers, not firemen especially, but police officers, police cadets, like remember when we were in college in Arizona, there was a couple guys who 2 years ago, they were working, one was working at Pepsi and one was working at Krispy Kreme. And all of a sudden, I'm in a car that's being pulled over and here's this dude next to me. He's like, dude, I partied with you a year and a half ago and you were working at Krispy Kreme. What the fuck? Now you're pulling me over? He's like, you're cool. Yeah, but I don't know. Can you guys give me a ride? And let me shoot the gun or no good. Yeah, of course people should drive cars. You ride with your mom. We've all ridden with our parents. We've all ridden with the crazy girlfriend. Of course. And but we've all ridden with a crazy boyfriend too, right? We've all ridden with a crazy person who's not good at things, right? So and you still do that, and if you take your life in your hands like that, fuck it, roll the dice. Of course we'll let a stranger drive me. Whatever. Roads where we're going, we don't need roads. Like, are you actively smoking crack? Nope, I just finished. Do you have any? No, I don't. All right, well, let's get on the road. I gotta get to Arkansas within an hour.
So you're saying essentially that you are completely great with this new form of taxi driving that has less skill, training, etc., and regulations, etc. Not because you think that normal people are perfectly capable of being drivers, but that you are fine with the crazy ride of an equivalent of your crazy insert relation here person driving you like an insane person, where you're holding the what is this latch called? The
oh shit handle. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit. Oh.
The entire time of the ride, because that's what you expect, but roughly 50% of Uber drives to be.
I mean, it's a lot easier. Have you? I don't use it enough. I don't use it enough to have real bad experiences or really great experiences. I don't care enough. And if they try to be nice, like I don't fuck off. Like I'm not trying to have a connection here. I don't want to know about your hopes, your dreams. It's not that I don't care. It's just that I don't care.
Yeah.
I care, but I don't care. But right now, this is my time. This is my time to be in a small air-conditioned car that smells delightful, by the way. So hush it down, crank up them tunes. Let's take a moment until we get to Wilshire and Crenshaw. And then I'll say thank you very much.
There was a time where you could actually put in whether you wanted a conversation or didn't.
Yeah, that's called your eyes, John. I dare you to look at me in the rearview mirror and like, so how are you? Oh, fuck.
I'll pretend I didn't make contact at all.
John, I'm like Caesar Milan. Listen, everybody need Pacolito. Here's the deal. I know that I'm in charge with the eyes. Say, no, hey, no, don't look back here. No, I'm in charge. No, no. Hey, no. I help dogs. I train people. I rehabilitate dogs. I train Uber drivers. No, look at the road. No, not at me. No, no talking. No talking. Look at the road. It's going to be a great show. I'm pitching it to A&E. I really hope it takes off.
Fantastic. That was a fantastic lightning round. Before we get into our first segment of the evening, let's get these messages.
Yeah! I would not be happy if I paid for a service and got half my car serviced. I mean, it's like, yeah, we offer a half service, a full service. Oh yeah, what's part of the half service? Yeah, we empty all, but we don't fucking refill it.
Right. Take the engine apart completely, and then what? That's it. That's all we do.
Wheels off. Tap the job.
Wheels off. All wheels, all off. Okay, this is going to be. What are we talking about? The USFL?
USFL? What is that, USFL?
Man, I do Instacart, Pete. I do fucking Uber Eats. I do DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
Each one of them get their chance at primary. But, I mean, Instacart's been winning because there's 112 here today, and I'm miserable, and gas is fucking $6 for a gallon of 87.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm running no AC, so fuck it. I'll go shop in the store, cool off. Go drop that shit off, get hot, go back to the store, cool off. I'll be that guy.
At that point, I don't know. Are you on round? Because I don't get my stuff, and it's like, I mean, like, I'm in no hurry. Like, save me a few. Like, I'll put it on lock at 6 o'clock. I'll meet you at the house. I know you'll be late. But they're like, oh, they're shopping for it now, and it's in a cooler. It's just chilling. I'm like, dude, can you just be kind of like one of those, like, I guess it'll be called ambulance chasers, where you just like would post outside this Stater Brothers or this Bash's Market. I'm just gonna like, this is the fucking hustle right here. I'm gonna just stay in this vicinity every time they're like, bang, order, like, I'm in. And I walk inside. I was already sitting in the lobby, cooling down in the pharmacy, listening to my headphones. Cool as shit. What do you need? I know the whole store. Jim, how's it going? Steve-O? Susan, all right, how's the kids? They gather your shit for you. I'm gonna be in the pharmacy if you need me. Checking out the goods.
That's not an ambulance chaser. That's more of a preferred shopper.
That's a preferred shopper, but I would try to treat it as like an organized crime.
An organized crime.
Hey,
Like, hey,
I sit here
on your benches in your pharmacy. I look out for you guys, right? No other shoppers need to come in here. Nobody needs to come in here, right? They come in, they give us their list.
We get 10%.
We get 10% of the cut if they want it.
That's it.
Between the three today and Apache Junction, and you boys are both familiar with it, I made in 4.5 hours $130. $129 in 4 hours between the three.
That's fucking good.
Fucking good.
Instacart was like 76, and that was like 4 orders.
That's 3.
DoorDash was like 25, and the rest was Uber Eats.
Dude, you're just in 4 hours, you're like, bing, going here for this, bing, going here for this, bing, going here for this. Oh shit, that's awesome. That's awesome, John.
Yep.
All right, are we doing a shot?
Hello, the real, the one, the only MFA here,
shit.
motherfucking America. How you doing, fellas? You look fine. You're looking fabulous today. Hi, Worm. Hello, Mr. V, and hello to Angela. Hope everybody's doing fab. How you doing?
Great, girl. Doing great. That's some of my
What are you doing,
favorite.
MFA?
That's what I love about Tuesdays and Thursdays. The people I get to see on the daily, like, I like a few of them. I love a few of them. But all the people I truly love, like, my favorites are all like on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Here you go. Chop it up.
Yep. And actually, for those who are with us in Spotify in the recorded afterward, come to the live shows because that's where it's at. This community is amazing. This is what brought us here. This is what keeps us here. It's the people that we found all around the globe. Awesome people. 100%.
Yeah, it makes me it takes away from my joke that the more people I meet, the more I love dogs. But I still do actively, but all these people, these are the best people, and you can meet. It shows you there's
good people everywhere. Like it's just turns out we might be outnumbered in the day-to-day
or interact with.
And the only reason I do this shit is because I go out, I get what I need to get, I come home and I do what I need to do. And I can do that whenever I want. There's no calling in because I'm busy because I got an interview or I got to hang out with John and Pete.
Exactly.
I work when I can and
don't when I can't when I don't.
It's a circle of life, maybe.
Yep.
We're getting ready to do all this cool stuff for Awesome Sauce, so I've been in my spare time making these green screen
something to forest.
A Awesome Sauce segment. It's going to be dope.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's
never be done. Oh, it's a circle of life. It'll come and go. Something weird.
Mona Lisa. Hello, darling. You snuck in just as I was finishing my message. How you doing, beautiful?
That's what she does.
And I gotta say hello to my man, Pete. I'm gonna miss you for the next 8 days until you guys come live again. But hello, John L. Peacock. How's it all going? Look, you guys kept Angela Cares. You're lucky. She's a good one. Motherfucking America. Oh, damn. Everybody's here, the whole crew. We got the Foxes and Mr. V. Fuck. I'm always late.
That's true. It is going to be, we didn't want to start without you, but we can't help ourselves. And we are going to go a little longer for you tonight. But it is going to be another 8 days until we come again. But what I'd like you to remember is this is all being recorded on the YouTubes. So if you can't join us for every one, you can go back and you can come with us then or in future episodes. It's just the world is our oyster.
Our channel is Two-Sided Podcast.
And we're also on the Spotify's and the Apple
Podcasts.
And there we go. Fans only. John,
Farmers only. Anchor.
I was focused on
we got lots of them.
Yeah, the thing is, we try to keep moving so the feds can't find us, man.
Speaking of keep moving, we got to get through these. We're going to push these messages, and let's get into our first thing.
No, we're talking.
We love you. We love you. We got to talk.
We got to talk. We're doing shots. Okay, play them. Play them.
Man, if you're listening on Spotify, I would say just fucking come here and get your comment on the show. I mean, if you leave the comment, I believe that the chances are it's going to be on the show. And then you can send all your homies links to it. Hey, I was in that show. I talked to those guys. I'm immortalized on Spotify, man. Also, Pornhub. I don't know. There's a list of sites that these guys are on. You might want to pay. You know, it might not be a good idea.
Yeah. It's like onlyorwellfans.org.
Should we have DoorDash
and Uber Eats in Australia. We just don't have it where I live. I mean, for fuck's sake, where I live, even Domino's doesn't fucking deliver.
That's when you do home invasion on the next fucking property.
Fucking
a mile
and a half.
Or fucking 2.8 kilometers. Whatever the fuck, yeah, it is.
Oh, good point, Pete. They'll be immortalized on YouTube as well. That's gangster, man. Get you guys to stereo. Get involved. It's the two-sided pod. Tuesdays, Thursday nights. It's not that hard to remember, man. We're even available in Narnia.
True that.
Hello, everybody. Oh, shit, I just tripped over a chair. It's so dark out here. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Hello, everybody. John, Pete, Mr. Mindfox, Angela, Mr. V. Hi, MFA. I love you. How are you? Hi, Mona. I hope you're doing good. Oh, my God. The fam's all here. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, don't make fun of me, man. My voice is still trying to trickle in. But anyways, I'm glad you're all here. It's great to see everyone.
Takes a village to do a show like this. John, anytime
My
you're
friend
ready.
used to get Uber Eats in Queensland all the time. I think she was in Queensland. I can't remember. I think it was in Queensland.
There's a Queensland
But
Husky.
anyway, I know they have it.
Queensland
It's
Healer.
just access to it. Man, that sucks that not even Domino's delivers. Mr. V, you should move. You gotta have pizza delivered. I mean, that's just a given.
Or grow your own wheat and corn, live off the land, harvest what you grow, teach your children, teach them to grow their own food. Well, fucking move, you fucking cat. Move fucking close to Sydney.
And
right.
And all the Uber Eats love is the perfect segue into our first major segment of the episode, which is, if you couldn't tell by now, Uber. We're talking about the history of Uber.
And this is the serious or the fun?
This is the serious.
Oh, this is the serious. Okay, folks, hold on, because car ride sharing is serious. And just wait, and we'll see the juxtaposition of what John thinks is funny in a heartbeat.
I love that you don't know the acronym for the second segment. We'll get into that later. Stay tuned, everybody. So Uber, with annual revenues of over 11 billion, a marketplace capitalization rate of 74 billion, and over 19,000 employees, and a multitude of corporate controversies, San Francisco-based Uber, or Get Uber Technologies Inc., reports to have a wild ride since its inception in 2009.
Okay, so it's Bay Area based, 19,000 employees, started in 2009, and what is its annual gross?
11 billion. Over 11 billion.
Okay, over 11 billion. That's not that much.
And market capitalization rate of 74 billion.
Oh, but market, yes. Well, who hasn't had 74 billion market capital? I seriously, John, like you look at our shit right now, like if we went public, the two-sided pod at gmail.com, that's TWO sided pod at gmail.com, goes public, NASDAQ, 74 is going to be the low ball. Okay, market cap, 74 billion. Yep, all right, fair enough.
So the legendary story of the inception of Uber was the company's two co-founders couldn't get a taxi in Paris during a snowstorm, and it's just grown from that folktale of a story 1 decade ago.
And where were they? And they're from San Francisco, or they're from America. They're U.S. The founders.
Yeah. They're both American. They were
Both
visiting
American,
Paris.
And they were visiting Paris in a snowstorm, and they couldn't. So it's like, you know what we need to do? You know what we could do? What we could do? I just passed two civilians in cars, and they wouldn't stop. John and I were traveling through Europe. We're in Germany. It's like, This is fucking ridiculous, man. I can't find any weed anywhere. Hey, man, what we should do is do a weed delivery service, man. Yeah. And then we turn out like, oh, dude, that's been around forever. You are so high. You're not even in Germany. You're in New York watching videos of John's trip to Germany. Really, really great time.
So, according to the archives of Uber, the company's founding all came from a simple quote, simple idea of what if you could request a ride right from your phone. And so it was this infamous snowstorm incident that took place in Paris in December of 2009. The two founders experienced the common urban woe of not being able to get a cab in the storm. Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp soon brainstormed an idea for a new company called UberCab.
Uber, because that's why Uber. Do you have that
Okay.
coming up?
Yeah. Very next thing. The name. You are so good with these transitions, by the way. I want to commend you on that.
I'm here. I'm like a sounding board. I mean, if you want to get argumentative, I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything you say bounces off me and sticks to you, John. So I'm a good editor.
You're a good bouncer.
I'm a good bouncer. Hey, nobody gets in around here. Hey, you bluey motherfucker. Watch your ass, you fucking Elmer's looking cow horn ground up. I see your orange cap. I see your little label and your oh yeah. No, it is cool if you do put on your fingers. It is fun. Okay. You can hang out.
What's the secret password? All right. So the secret password is the name Uber is derived from the German word meaning above all the rest. A bedrock principle of Kalanick and Camp that they wanted for their fledgling company. So Uber Cab was above all the rest. Cab is their initial name for it.
That's Uber. Could you give me is country of origin, please? Yeah. Uber.
German?
Yeah, German, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's very good. And Uber. Of all the references that could be made that are shit, this is Uber. Or a car company, yeah. Okie dokie. It's like a blitzkrieg of my senses.
I didn't know if you'd bring it up, and I wasn't going to otherwise, but what's the only reference of Uber that you know? Because I only have one. Or you might have multiple, but like before Uber, the car, what company, what's the only reference I've ever known of Uber is Uber Nazi.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ja, it's not gut. It's not gut. Nicht gut.
See, das would be so upset when they learn what they have talked about on the car companies. We was the one that started. The Volkswagen, yeah. The Mercedes was very nice. It's diesel, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's diesel.
It's like naming a car Neo. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Okay, so within months, Uber dropped the cab portion of its company name, opting to stick with Uber and Uber alone. The company's founders reasoned that Uber really wasn't a taxi cab company in the traditional sense, so there was no reason to keep that cab term. In December 2011, Uber launched internationally in the same city where it was born 3 years earlier, Gay Paris.
Oh, you're welcome, Frenchies. You stuck in a storm? We'll get you another goddamn Frenchie to come pick you up with a baguette. That's American pride for you. Here at Uber, we're no longer Uber cab. We're international. We're fuck yeah Uber. The fuck yeah is silent. Is that not good, boss? Okay, we'll take it from the top. All right. Hey,
San
Frenchies.
Francisco, you have plenty of time, so don't worry.
All right, I'll take a hot mochaccino. Yeah, you better make it orange. Oh, shit, yeah, but frat. All right, let's cut. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go get a coffee.
We're good. We have all the film we need.
We can make this work. We can make this work.
It's all about editing, baby.
Yeah, damn editor. He's a genius.
So I'm going to rattle off a lot of dates and milestones that Uber. These are coming from Uber itself. So stop me when you want to, and I will stop. Ready?
Stop. Okay, go.
July 2012, the first time in Uber's history, riders could request on-demand ice cream delivery in 7 cities across the U.S. And then October 2013, together with animal shelters across the U.S., they launched Uber Kittens. Riders requested 15 minutes of snuggle time with a furry friend, and all proceeds benefited local shelters.
That's fucking prostitution of animals. It will not stand, John. In accordance with Megan's Law, the little meow meow Megan's Law, I don't know. I got to read up on the books, but that seems fucked up.
June of 2014, on the 1-year anniversary of marriage equality passing in California, Uber Wedding gave 8 couples the opportunity to say, I do. The ceremonies were spontaneous celebrations of love and just one way to show their support of pride and the LGBTQIA community. They did it in an Uber ride.
Okay, that has nothing to do with Uber. That is like...
It was a promotion.
They're like, hey, no, don't do that back there. Hey, where are you going? There's free water. Please do not get married. Shit. I am Muslim. You know this very much, right? Yes? Shit.
August of 2014, riders headed in the same direction were now able to share a ride and share the cost. Uber ride, Uber Pool was invented. The idea that could help streets become less congested and cities less polluted with every ride.
We call Uber Meet Your Next Stalker. Yeah, it's half the price, but you'll be followed forever. I didn't even have the joy to get the herpes, but now I can't get this person off my back. Bro,
March of 2015, the first baby was born during an Uber trip that happened in New York City. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, shit, girl.
All the way to the hospital.
Okay, all right. I just had this motherfucker cleaned, so you are going to have to do something about the upholstery. Fuck!
1 month later, April 2015, Uber Eats makes its debut in Chicago, LA, and New York City, letting people enjoy on-demand deliciousness, as we've been talking about for a bit of the episode already.
2015 first, baby. 2015, 2 months later, Eats. All right, how many more days we have?
A couple more.
78. Okay. First baby. Okay. Go ahead.
December 30th of 2015, 5 and 1.5 years after the first trip, Uber reached its 1 billion rides. So that was a major milestone for them.
Okay.
September 2016.
I mean, McDonald's. Not impressed.
Right. I remember it was millions, 100 million, billion, and billions and billions. Yeah, now it means nothing. September 2016, the self-driving pilot program launched in Pittsburgh. Now, local riders could get a self-driving vehicle that they requested their next trip.
And that was when in 2016?
September
2016, Pittsburgh. Self-driving cars introduced to Pittsburgh. He's fucking pretty all right. We got the trying to think of how Pittsburgh talks a little. Well, is that's Boston? Give me Pittsburgh. Is that more Pittsburgh? I'm not sure Pennsylvania. It's more Dutch.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
It's almost Midwest, but it's not. No. I first had it, but I'm losing it.
Fair enough. All right. Here we go. Hey, in 2016, self-driving cars were introduced in September in Pittsburgh. In December 2016, the self-driving cars took over. Pittsburgh is now the wasteland you see before your eyes today. Eyes, boys, five, shit! Cut, we're going to go back and fix this in post.
No, it's fantastic because the very next thing, so September 2016, December 2017, in just 100 days, the fleet of self-driving vehicles went from 1 million autonomous miles to 2 million, driving an average of 80,000 miles per week. You basically were saying what they were saying. We went from little to strong. We took over.
Dude, I've seen Maximum Overdrive with Emilio Estevez, the old fucking Stephen King book. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
We talked about this shit. That's what it is. You don't do self-driving. If you do, like, welcome to the party. Like, this is where it ends. Like, I mean, I'm good. I've signed my proficiency slips. Like, let's fuck this shit up. I hold no one responsible because I don't want to drive. But no,
that is the end of my list. Now we're just talking more long form.
Yeah, no, the whole thing, like, because there's so many opportunities, right? You have these as self-driving cars, and now they're getting bigger and better. Where are you going to go next? Because in 2015, you had the first baby births in a Uber ride, right? So now here we are, self-driving. We've doubled that, we've tripled that. When are we going to have the baby conception in the car? It's like Uber non-cab confessions in Uber TV. Hey, so how long you guys been dating here? Yeah, I've been driving for about 2 weeks. I lost my job. Yeah, my wife kicked me out. What are you guys doing back there? That's pretty cool. I got cameras everywhere. You guys know that, right? Hey, you want to sign this? Okay, cool.
You say you know that it is a legal acceptance of whatever conditions are in this cab. So
actually, it doesn't matter because this is actually a self-driving cab, and you've already signed the waiver by scanning your ID for getting in, by acknowledging it's self-driving. I'm just here for conversation.
When you requested the cab, that was your acknowledgement.
I'm saying, John, we're one step away tonight on Late Night Showtime.
Well, 2017 was also a rough year for Uber. The troubles began in February when a former female Uber engineer.
You said you were not going to name any more dates and shit. You're like, I'm done with dates. Well, in 2016, but in 2017, but also minus 48.
I was done with the list, and now we're talking about this for a while.
Okay, but you just got to warn me on dates. I'm kind of.
Did you not want me to give you? There was a date that Uber had a bad year. Do you want me to give you that?
No. I want you to do exactly what you're doing, but I don't want you to lead me astray. Like, okay, that's the end of that.
And now that.
All right, fair enough. Goddamn, John.
I'll
write more dates down. 2017, they had a bad year. Everybody had a bad year in 2017.
Yeah, and that's the last date I'm going to give for a bit.
See, that's what you said the last time. I can't trust you. I'm like an abusive relationship. You said you would.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It is my fault. I did ask for details and you yelled dates at me. I know. That's like this if I didn't want to know the truth. That's not a joke, but it is a joke.
So the former engineer outed the company for its sexist culture in a 3,000-word blog post. It was alleged that Uber's corporate culture was highly hostile, sexist, and quite offensive to most people.
Yeah. There's so many companies that were bad, like that got outed, but we're not going down that road. Are we going down that road?
No. It's one of their, it's the growing pains of this company.
All right, I'll start. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm pouring drinks and prepping for the next shot, and we can get through this. Is what I'm doing. I'm doing the Lord's work by listening.
So that post quickly went viral, and many high-level employees were let go or resigned for reasons relating to the allegations in the following months. Following the blog post, board called for an internal investigation, which became known as the Holder investigation because it was led by former Attorney General Eric Holder. And to finish this part off, the investigation resulted in 47 recommendations intended to improve the culture and work environment, according to Uber, and the firing of more than 20 staff members. So a big overhaul.
Right. Well, I mean, you need to do that. Like, it's just, and the thing is, okay, here's the deal. You started in 2009, right?
Yep.
No fucking excuse to have a culture like that with a company that started in 2009.
Right.
I can see, like, if you're a Pepsi Cola bottling plant in Hannibal, Missouri, who's been there since 1961, and it's been same owners, same managers, run the same way. Hey, secretary, you look good. What do you mean we can't smoke inside no more, boss? Like, those changes, but I understand that concept of bad work environments that need to change, but something that started that late, who are those people? Who the fuck thinks that way?
Right.
Like, gross.
And the scandal continued in the following months because letters were released to the press which confirmed that the sexist attitudes came from the top down, including Kalachnik himself. He was also caught on video arguing with an Uber driver about lowering fares, which did not strengthen his image in the public eye.
Oh, dude, 100%. I'm telling you, when you say who would do such a thing, well, I said who would do such a thing. You said, yeah, who would do such a thing? And I guess the answer is two dudes who vacation in Paris together during a snowstorm and bitch about the fucking rides they can't get.
On June 21st of 2017, Kalachnik resigned after shareholder revolt. After a little more than 2 months, it was announced that, and she's the CEO now. So, okay, Dara Khosrowshahi. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, and this is a very long name. Do you want me to spell it out for you?
I will take one. So it's Kara, K-A-R.
Oh, D-A-R-A, Dara, or Dara.
D-A-R-A. K.
K-H-O-S.
K-H-O-S.
R-O-W.
R-O-W.
S-H-A-H-I.
S-H-A-H-I.
Khosrowshahi.
Yeah, that's good. Khosrowshahi. I think that's a goddamn, like, no, that's a spell. Spectonus Atronibus.
Who was then CEO of Expedia to take over.
Dara Korskowskius. Uberus Magnorius.
We're going to refer to this person by their first name. Dara came to New York in 1978 with his parents to escape the Iranian Revolution. He started his career in finance at an investment bank and eventually became the CFO of IAC, Interactive Core, and a position that he held for 7 years before becoming the CEO of Expedia. As of 2021, Dara remains the CEO of Uber.
Dara, expediosis, Karashkowski.
Listen, people don't come to us for these kind of general factoids. They come to us for
Mecca high, Mecca hidey ho. Mecca lecca chai, Mecca chiny ho. Oh, we have Pee Wee Herman jokes for days, but we can't pronounce the names of people who own the Ubers. But I know that Galactic and Camp are real assholes when they travel to Paris together, holding hands in a snowstorm, bitching about the ride share. All I'm saying, you strand me and John in Paris, number one, we shouldn't be there together. That is an accident. Like we're meeting someone or we've been left. We're left in the snow. No, if we're in a snowbank and can't get a ride and we're together in Paris, we have been kidnapped, John, or we are on the amazing race. John, John, did you put us in for the amazing race? Is that what you're saying? Is this your way of telling me the fun part is that we are going to be the Camp in Kalachnik? We're going to be the dummies who get lost in Paris in a snowstorm and we get our own companies. Like, I can't get no drugs out here. Like, how to get drugs and pizza to Drungos. Pizza and drugs to Drungos. It's going to be, what? Here's the deal. It's all the fucking places we go in the outback, right? Fucking out in Queensland. Fucking out in the fucking way out, walkabout. Small huts, yeah? Defending the spears. I don't know where I'm going with that. Yeah. You can fucking go down to Mr. V's house. No problem, lickety split. Down there, here's a little bit of fucking weed for you, mate. Little fucking pizza for the kids, cheese for the little fucking tigers, right? Fucking shoot a little like fucking pineapple on the fucking dingo. We got those. Fucking good on you. Right? Fucking all meat for you, mate. Kangaroo and all. Fuck off. Put on it. All right, here you go. And the little fucking something extra for oh man, you know what I mean? Yeah.
A little Parmigiano Reggiano.
Sounds from mates. It's a fucking it's platypus dung, right? You fucking powder that up, do a little sniffer. You'll never feel like you don't have a pouch again. You'll always be feeling like you have an egg. Beautiful.
So to look at our two coasts, New York and LA. So in New York, it became known that Uber had mistakenly charged drivers commission based on pre-tax earnings as opposed to after-tax earnings at a cost of tens of millions of dollars to New York drivers. A company said it was an accounting error and it was committed to paying its drivers back as full and as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Oh, shit. We're so sorry. No, we're totally going to do that. Yeah. No, as quickly as possible. For sure.
This is your money, not our money.
All I'm going to need you to do is fill out all these right forms, mail them back in triplicate, then come stand in line and mail them to the right addresses after you print them and sign them and have them notarized. And then for sure. But we'll get them. And then, yeah, but if you don't do it, we just want to make sure it's your money. You got to do it the right way. So you know it's yours. So come on down. I know your grandma died. And that's going to be a stipulation that we can overlook the time period, but you're going to have to produce a body. So if you can just, dig her up and roll her old bones on over here, we'll go ahead and give you another month extension. No? Okie dokie. Well, I guess that's our money now. I hope you enjoy Grandma's leftover funeral stay. Okay, bye-bye now. Do you need a ride home? We're Uber. We can give you a ride. I know you don't have a car.
It is surging prices. So on June 13th of 2017, a New York judge ruled that Uber drivers should be considered employees as opposed to independent contractors, at least in certain cases. This decision opens up for drivers to receive employee benefits, which will likely have significant impact on the bottom line.
So this should be considered, say the word again, they should be considered
employees as opposed to independent contractors.
So there you go. See, you go so fast, I have a hard time getting the jokes written down. Yeah, it should be. God damn it! Can you start that whole paragraph again? Just read it.
Sure.
I'll tell you when to stop.
In 2013. Whoa. Okay.
2019.
Sorry. Nope. Nope, let's start that all again. On
Yep.
June 13th, 2017, a New York judge ruled that Uber drivers should be considered employees as opposed to independent contractors, at least in certain areas.
In July of 2017, another judge ruled that all Uber drivers should be ruled as armed and dangerous and not be approached at any cost. Stay indoors and do not call them. I don't know. It sounds funnier in my head.
Meanwhile, California passed Proposition 22 during its November 2020 election, which allows companies like Uber to classify their workers as independent contractors in the gig economy and not full-time employees. So the opposite of what New York did. This Uber-backed ballot measure is now the costliest in California history, with over $200 million spent campaigning for it.
I feel like there's a lot of money and a lot of dates, but I want you, this is the argument that we're going to have before. I would be good with the dates. You're like, those are the last dates. Like, no, this is the last date. This is the third time you said the last dates. You've now like, Prop 22 in 2024 in 16 states of 2018, but 100 million of I feel like I'm being yelled at, like, wah, 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 wah. So things are bad. People don't like it. They make a lot of money. Shit's fucked up. Yeah. Nope. Yep. I see where it's going.
Oh, okay. Prop 22 in California made it so that they could be called gig employees.
Gig employees, so they don't have
right. So no benefits.
Right.
Exactly.
But they also don't get those cuts. That was one of the things that the people in California were all about. Like, people out here, because I knew a couple of people who drove, like, I want to make the money. I don't want to get like these taxes haven't be taken out. Like, these are people who are not paying taxes anyway. So it's like, and you have your single family income or single person income, and you have to support other people. Like,
if you got dependents, you can write so much off. Sure.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, I'm going to do the hustle. I want the money. I want the cash in hand. I'll figure the rest of the shit out later. But I need the cash today.
Right, but for a bulk of employees, it makes more sense to have benefits.
100%. No, 100%. 100%. All the people who want to live longer, apparently you've not lived in Southern California. We're like, when is the day? I know my birth certificate has an expiration date somewhere, and I'm looking for it every morning. Every morning I wake up, I see, oh, it's the day. Nope, still not there. God damn it.
So to wrap, a little bit of competition.
In 20.
So in 2014.
God damn you. Son of a bitch.
Lyft came into being, and it's the closest rival. And so in 2014, both Uber and Lyft claimed that drivers and employees engaged in sabotage by regularly hailing and canceling rides on each other's services. They were fierce competition between each other.
So what you're saying, and that was, because Lyft is okay. It's like, they're not as good. They're not as prevalent. They're not as quick Johnny on the spot. Like, they take a little longer. Like, but if you're coming out of a big concert, a big party, like, you put in all the things.
Right.
I put in Lyft. I put in Uber. I tell all my fucking farmers only fans, like, yeah, I'm here. Pick us up. Me up.
Horse and carriage.
I do, the fans only. I'm like, first person who gets here gets a free ride with fans only style. Want to see the side boob? Whatever. Like, whoever gets there first, we get into it. What we should do, this is the perfect opportunity where it's you will be intoxicated. You will ingest, how to phrase it? Your mind will be twisted of rides. No. And what we're doing is the whole time is you're in the cab, but like you don't have any weed on you. You don't have anything, so you're not going to get robbed, but you're pumping underneath like psilocybin mushroom cat. I don't know. It's so funny to me. Because sounds like a good idea. Oh shit, John, that's funny as hell. Okay, sorry, we're wrapping this up. I'm thinking about that.
So Kalanick, the guy who was ousted, Kalanick also openly admitted to trying to undermine Lyft's fundraising efforts in a Vanity Fair article. And Uber is one of the most closely followed companies in the world for its explosive value on the marketplace. Even and especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, it's grown exponentially.
Right. And all the Vanity Fair readers know this. We've all read the Vandy Camp article. We've all read the Chicken of the Sea. We've all read the Darkest story. It was stunning.
Stunning Darkest story.
Oh, Sean. So silly, though. Sad. So sad. So
that's it for Uber. We're gonna jump into these many messages and then
we
finish this bugger up. Yeah.
Right. Let's 100% do it because there's going to be a fun thing happening. But until then, let's put the self-driving playlist on as we can do our goddamn business.
And drink like gentlemen and not look like we're.
I mean, for real, Pete. If there is not even pizza delivery near Mr. V, then Mr. V, for all intents and purposes, needs to open said pizza shop.
Correct.
Because he's going to be banking.
Correct.
Because ain't nobody else delivering out there. So, I mean, he can make whatever he wants and they'll buy it. It could be peanut butter and jelly sandwiches delivered to your door and they'll be on it.
Same thing I was thinking.
That's a disgrace. I can't believe that during a fucking snowstorm, we're driving really fucking dangerous, there'd be no fucking taxis to risk their fucking lives for those two motherfuckers just so they can get from A to B. Mm-hmm. How fucking outrageous is that?
You got Uber written all over you. Uber
in Australia. You didn't know I got fucking nothing.
No, Australia.
Yes, silent. That's gold. I want that for my fucking slogan. If I ever, I'm gonna try to. Can I steal that? I want to. That's fucking brilliant. The fuck yeah, silent. It's fucking brilliant. It's a spell. I went to say a last name and I conjured a demon.
Oh, my bad.
Oh no, you filled them out in blue pen? We needed them filled out in black pen. So you're gonna need to fill those all out again in triplicate. Remember, please use a black pen. Yeah. Oh, you out in a felt tip black pen? Yeah. Jeez, we needed them in a ballpoint black pen. You're gonna have to do it again. Fuckers.
Oh, but that wasn't.
Sure. Just, we only need the blood firstborn child.
Right.
Notarized?
Exactly. Just notarize it. And maybe you fucking stole. That's all we need.
Other
than that, you're good to go.
Other than that, you're good to go. Pain, Pete. Maths are not my strong suit.
Thank you.
I am not a fan of the numbers. And John, I hear that you're dyslexic. I understand it. Although I do not suffer from that affliction with reading, I have math dyslexia. I switch around my numbers. I wanted to be an accountant until I discovered I had math dyslexia. This is real. I did not find this out until I was in accounting classes for college. Facts.
I wanted to be a youth pastor until I realized I was a realist and that life was totally not a fucking joke.
Well, there are different forms of dyslexia. One specifically with math and numbers, one with switching letters around, and one also when you're writing. Graphexia, I think you will literally write the letter backwards.
Okay, so but there's also variations of that. The only reason I know that, and because I know for a fact, and it has never really affected me. It doesn't work. It doesn't fuck me up reading. It never fucked me up reading because I was fucking hooked on phonics. Worked for me, motherfucker. Like,
good for you. Yeah.
Except
not the best for me.
Except for the word determine, because DETERMINE, and I was like, Peter, that's my Dieter
Dietermine.
And I was adamant. I was like, nope, it's deep. It is spelled my name plus mine and a D. You're wrong. I'm right. Hooked on phonics fucking made me the man I am today. But when I write, if I'm handwriting, it's not so much typing. I went past on typing, but from anytime I'm handwriting, I'll put the last letter of the last word at the first word of the first sentence.
Wait, that big of a shift? So it's not the one word. It's the first word of the sentence and the last word of the sentence. The one word. I'm sorry, the one letter. The one letter.
No.
Okay.
So say my dog, or our dog is the word. Our dog. OUR space DOG. I would write OU space RGOD.
Oh, okay.
And I do that every few words or every few, and I have to stop myself. And so I have to scribble it out and add one. And I used to do that, but now I have an ergonomic keyboard because now I'm like, a carpet tunnel's a motherfucker. I'm a gamer, bitches. I got shit to do. I can't afford carpal tunnel. I gotta have ergos.
So that was happening not when you were handwriting, but only when you were typing.
No, handwriting and typing.
Oh, both.
All through high school, all through elementary, all through high school, all through college.
Yeah.
But spell check, rewrote papers, and now at work, like, I don't write handwritten shit anymore too much, like very little. If I do, it's chicken scratch. It's like, it's things that only I can understand. So if they can find it in the garbage, the cops are like, what is this? I'm like, when's the meeting? We're supposed to have a drop at 7 p.m. Like, what does this mean? It says, I don't know, part baby birth 2017, self-driving, Eric Holder, Dar Karishnikov, Phil Anvil, Corey in 8 days, all these weird things. It means nothing to anyone, so it's chicken scratch. We write in code, John.
Right. Yeah, those different forms of neurodivergence is something I want to dig into in one of our next episodes. But
fun.
I'll put it in the fun for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
It seems like since Uber and Postmates merged, Uber has dropped down to the Postmates level as far as how they pay and take care of their people that work for them.
Right.
And over the last couple years, I'd say mostly this year, it's dropped significantly. Like, you'd go do an order for $5 or $6 and it would be a $10 order. You'd end up with $10 or more. Or they would offer you shit for $15, $20, and now you're lucky to get one that's worth $6. You're like, fuck you, I'm not driving 18 miles for $6.
What the hell did you hit your head on? Anyways, I mean, it was worth a try, just because I won't do it. But I know people do, and
People do.
I mean, there's been times where I have, but I try not to because they don't cover the gas.
Right.
But it's all good.
All the homies like Chris did that. He was driving. My friend Andrea did it. Joey did that. A bunch of people did it. I would say I was trying to talk my neighbor into it. Like, listen, you don't like shopping. Like, you don't like to go in. And this was pre-COVID. So it's like, you don't like to go in. I'm never sober. So if you drive, I'll ride with you and I'll smoke cigarettes in your car and you just drive me to stores and I'll go shop drunk. I'll come back and we'll split the money we have and the tips. And I'll be pleasant as a motherfucker at the door. And they'll be like, here's more money. It's like, yeah, you better. 5-star.
Speaking of 5-star, we're jumping into our next lightning round. What happened there, Pete?
Nothing. I'm now having I'm having just remorse. I just can't stand the fact that I fired Lightning Guy. He's been walking up and down the street. I've been hearing him in the park. Like, oh man, he's gonna be here.
He's starting to get hoarse. He's starting to lose his voice.
Right. I threw waters out there, and I know he'll find them because he's gonna come closer at night, like raccoons. But I just need him to learn a lesson, like learn your place. You don't need it. He's the one who encouraged me to bring a mannequin in. He's like, give me a body. I was like, you don't need a body, bro. You just need an idea. You're a thought. You're a special, special person who I can speak for. You get weird when you tell me to do props. Like, not so many hands. No hands. All right, no hands. No hands.
Well, he's been around long enough to know that usually when you fire anybody, it's just you never mean to fire someone permanently. It's a lesson. It's
a lesson to be learned.
It's a phase.
Yeah. It's a phase. People need to it's a thing. We all grow. We all grow.
Yeah. So with this lightning round, we're doing some commercials because we have some new sponsors at the show. It's interesting because there was this wave of sponsors who were all the newest competitors of Talk Mark brands and companies. So our first sponsor we'd like to talk about is Uber's newest competitor. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. Drive Yourself. Thank you. Drive Yourself. Thank you so much for sponsoring this.
Got it. You guys, if you haven't been stuck in a party like in the downtown in a weird area, because I've been in a lot of weird places in Southern California, all up the Central Coast, in New York. I've heard about the Michigan weirdness, and if you get yourself the app of Drive Yourself Thank You, it's amazing. It's actually a download app where they give you the address of a car that they have the specific unlock code to. It's kind of some say it's like Pirate Bay, but it's not really, because it's all legal. It's above board. You pay $9.99 a month, and you walk through a neighborhood, and the first car that unlocks, you just jump in and drive the hell out of to your destination. Drive Yourself Thank You. It's available coast to coast until it's not. Thank you for driving coast to coast. You make this possible.
Thanks, guys. The next company we want to give a shout out to is our newest sponsor. It's also Tesla's newest competitor. They actually have a clip that they wanted to give us for their name because they're very specific. It's all right. Here we play. Mother Russia's Cars Drive You Emporium. I'm sorry. Let me. Did I get that? Hold on. Let me play it again. Mother Russia's Cars Drive You Emporium. All right, thanks, mother. Those guys. Hey, thanks.
Mother Russia's carts drive you. Cars.
I think it was Cars Drive You Emporium. The Cars Drive You Emporium from Mother Russia's.
You have a commercial from them? Because I haven't heard this. Like, you have one? Because I would love. Could you hit play?
Hold on, let me see if I got. It's a rough cut, but here at Mother Russia's,
we are here. Okay, Olgi, when I tell you more times, I say 4, 3, 2, then I'm quiet, and then
Duh.
you give.
Duh.
No.
Okay.
When I go 4, 3, quiet.
I have the click-clack. I do the click-clack for you.
Oh, okay, then switch place.
Switch place. Give me your pencil.
Your pencil here, go. Yes.
Stop. And click-clack.
Hey, hello. Here in Mother Russia, a car drive you Emporium. Hey, it's no problem. Because sometimes you do not like to be driving car. You like a car to be driving you, eh? I know it sounds bad. Listen. Shit, can we go again, Yuri?
No, Boris, keep going. It's good.
No, click-clack. Yeah. Listen, and sometimes Mother Russia car drive you, Emporium. I think of it as like, would you rather have car drive you, or would you rather drive car with bear inside, all the bears mauling and attacking? Those are two choices, all the two choices. I said bear choice is all bear, right? All bear, or car drive you. Oh, no bear, of course, car drive you. Hence, the Russia car drive you Emporium. Come on down, see what we got. No bear, promise. Unless bear find their way in, then we no promise, no bear.
Boris listen to this. Clickety-clack. Oh, Boris.
Okay.
We have to change name now to sometime Mother Russia Car Drive You Emporium, but it's okay. We got it. Boris, you don't. So that's the end of that clip. That's what we got from that.
It's as close as we get to NPR around here, folks. And that's what we get when we try to be learned men who cross international borders. All we're doing is bridging gaps.
And we really want to give a shout out to our next sponsor, Google's newest competitor, quote, the library. Hey, thanks, the library, for sponsoring the show.
I'm sorry, John. I apologize. I wasn't at the staff meeting before, and I did not read all the press updates this week. The library, they're a Google competitor? They're a search engine?
They are the public library, and they're now marketing themselves as Google's newest competitor.
Oh shit. I can't wait to see. Wait, are we having to do it ourselves, or do they have something pre-recorded, John?
Oh no, this is us. Yeah, they don't have a lot of money.
So, really?
Yeah.
Well, John, it turns out you don't know how this game is played, because whenever I ask the question, do we have to do it, or have they have something pre-recorded? You need to do your research of which one we're approaching it like, because I had to do 184 hours of community service recently, not for anything big, just like, whatever, the stuff you do, hanging out. And I got to do voiceover work at the public library for their new campaign, John. So yes, we do have things recorded. So yeah, get your big boy shoes on because we got a great commercial coming up. Hey folks, it's me, your friendly neighborhood My Boy Pete. You might know me from such things as the Two-Sided Pod on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Spotify, YouTube. We're live sometimes. Also from that unfortunate incident we had down at Redondo. I was unaware that I was that intoxicated, and I didn't know a jet ski couldn't fly. I mean, I thought it could, at least over the wedding cake, right? It was on the pier. Mea culpa. Beautiful wedding though. Beautiful wedding. Shelly, beautiful wedding. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the support. But in community service, I've learned one thing. I've learned that learning can happen in the most tactile of ways. You know, the experience, the picking up, the smelling, the interaction with the world, with the Dewey Decimal System flowing through your fingers as you go through the sci-fi A to Z. Where is? And when you find said book, oh, and you dip through the looking glass, oh, then and only then will you know what true learning is, right? And that's all over the second you right up Google's bucket of search engine. You don't get that pleasure. It's our time in the library. It's our time down here. It's their time. It's their time up there, all right? It's all over if you don't use the Dewey Decimal System in the little cards. They're over there. And if you want microfiche, you go to the basement. Pretty fucking simple. Welcome to the library. I only have 100 hours to go now. My boy Pete, out. See me. Wow, I can't believe they did the whole thing.
That was such a beautiful commercial that you had recorded earlier, not right now. And it was amazing because there was a point in it that I really thought that commercial was really going to go south. It looked like you had this dazed look upon your face, like you had no idea what you were talking about for a small second. But obviously you knew the entire time, way back when you recorded that commercial, because that was beautiful.
Well, you realize, John, part of my contract with not only the state of California and the Library Community Service Board and the writers for my agency of when the podcast comes and goes and when I go on tour, I get to drink heavily at all times. Like I'll show up and I'll do the goddamn work, but Daddy needs his happy juice, right? And so people think that like, oh, you're going off script. I'm like, that's where I do my best work. Like people around me, like, you're gonna be lost. I'm like, yeah, you don't know how many times I thought the director was gonna come in and like, but it's like, you know what? These NPR people, library people, so polite. They're so quiet. I never even heard them say action. They were all just quietly standing around with their cardigans.
Nor did you ever hear them say cut.
Right. I just wandered off and took a poop in the bathroom because it's where the homeless go to wash. Thanks, library.
And I would have loved to end on that note because it was so beautiful. But we have one more sponsor we really need to give a shout out before we move on.
Yep.
It's the NFL's newest competitor, the DFL. That's right, the Drunken Football League. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, have you ever played football with your families in holidays? Hey, come back for Thanksgiving. We'll fuck you up like brothers do, neighborhood style. Yeah. Welcome to the DFL, where you just get hammered, talk shit with people. You do all the pre-gaming yourself. You kind of put on pads. You don't have to. They're hot. It's fucking hot. I have a bandolier of beers. They said I can't throw at people. I said, fuck you. You should wear a helmet. But also, I put margaritas in the top two because they're delightful. And sometimes it's fun. It's fun to attack people drunk who have helmets who are aggressively attacking you. This is, what would you do if someone drunk in a football helmet attacked you drunk? I said, am I drunk in a football helmet when they're attacking me? And they said, yes. I said, then I would play football with them. And they said, we just made a new sport. I said, oh my God. DFL. Cheers, motherfucker. Oh no.
And somehow that was actually the most concise commercial of them all. Congratulations, my boy. That was fun.
Was it, John? Did you have fun? Am I a clown? Am I here to make you laugh? Is there something funny about me? Am I here for your fucking amusement, John? Hey, there you go, Johnny. Go get your fucking shine box. Okay, sorry, go.
You're not a clown, but that was fun, and it's going to lead us to our fun segment right after these messages.
I do have to say something though. I mean, during 2020 with all the lockdowns, I didn't lock down. I didn't stay home for shit. But how amazing it felt to drive around the big metropolis of Phoenix and be on one of 5 cars on the road. It was freaking awesome. Cops weren't doing shit. People were speeding like crazy people. It was super awesome. And then the lockdowns let up and everybody started hitting the streets again. You're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to stay home today. But man, the freedom we had during 2020 was just amazeballs.
That's so... you and John need to form a bowling team.
Well,
all the reasons correct because you're
for New York, it wasn't that kind of feel. It was the ghost town feel. People, including myself, didn't enter into Manhattan for a year plus. There was a point where the public transit system only had essential workers because that's all that legally could go on, and homeless people. So it was like the Wild West for a while. It was different.
Hey man, you want a sandwich? I'm a public transit worker, man. I'm trying to get to work. Then give me a sandwich and you can get by. Okay, here's my lunch.
God damn it, it's like high school all over again.
I never looked at it's called the Voynich Manifest. I believe that's what it's called. It's really hard to fucking spell. It's a lot of words. I'll text it.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Text it. Throw it in your.
If you follow us, I think I followed you on IG. I think I followed you. Yeah, I did. Did I just tell you, Angela Harris? I think I did. Yep. So that's how it works.
That's how it works in that family.
Your face right now during the library sketch, John. You're dying. Yes, smoke a bowl, bro. Smoke that bowl. That's hilarious.
I'm so glad. MFA, so glad to hear your voice. Like Foxes, Angela, Spawn. Man, good to see you, Spawn. Cheers, brother. Like it's just good. Good. Like I looked up. I followed Mona Lisa's. I put her on blast, but yeah, she has another. Yeah, look at her profile, bro. Look at her profile.
Well,
look at her followers. Look at her things.
I'm I'm going to throw it out again for those who are listening in the recordings. Check us out live on the Stereo app. You can download it for any smartphone or tablet, Stereo, and also on our YouTube channel, Two-Sided Podcast. Because the community that we have, the people we're talking to actively while we do these shows, are fantastic. Just 100%.
Amazing. Yeah, so download to your smartphone, tell your smart friends, tell your dumb friends, tell your parole officer, tell the world.
Just tell the world, or don't. But
probably.
Fuck you, Pete. Are you on IG?
Yeah,
fucking bastard.
Oh no.
I thought we were friends and shit.
Oh no. Come on, bro. I'll hit you up on. I don't have one on IG. I have Peacocks. I have ours. I have one.
So you're talking about ours, and that also reminds me, we should also throw out our IG and Twitter accounts. That's at Two-Sided Pod, TWO Sided Pod. You can also email us at twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. What else we got? We got the farmers only. We got the fans only.
Yeah, but I got what I'm going to do because I'm gonna bridge this friendship gap that I feel is getting severed right now with the Foxes. My Mind Fox boy. I have a TikTok. And I will. That is one platform I do have under my own name, and I do have the Fuego like Takis is my logo. So I'm gonna friend you.
Yeah, don't throw it out here so that we can throw that under the privileged account. We got 3 more. We want to get into our final segment of the episode and get out of here so we can go. All right, here we go.
Go. I'll be quiet.
What's up, y'all? John, Pete,
and another thing.
On friends in the audience, Mona Lisa, Shiggity, and Desert, Angela, and motherfucking America. Hey, so the Four Corners did an awesome expose on Uber and how Uber broke the law to do business every place it's doing business. They went with the theory that it's better to pay the fines and to start doing business illegally than it was to wait for the permitting. So there were other businesses that should have taken off before Uber that were doing everything legally, but they were waiting for legislation to pass. Uber just jumped in, did it illegally, and fucked all those people. So they should pay. And Uber sucks. And if you've ever driven Uber, it sucks ass. People are so fucking entitled.
It's awful. But the whole thing, like they got the market share, they jumped in, got the market share, so they also had to leave, pay the fines. And unfortunately, John, I understand this because it's ask for forgiveness instead of permission. It's easier.
Right.
Permission, you're like, now you're gonna have to disobey. You're gonna
bedrock of capitalism, because the fines, when you jump in and are innovative and have a company that just expands in such a way, the fines will never be what you are doing. So any fine that you get is a fraction of what you did, what you profited to get that fine. Unfortunately, I think that they should change those laws, but all the business fines, federal fines that I've seen against businesses across the centuries in America, it's always been like a set fine. They have this fine and it's this much, but the company made, instead of 130,000, it was 3 million.
No, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. But I know you're saying this with vibe and vigor. But everything you say to me is like, so what we got to do is we got to find something to make a lot of money and break the law and pay them fines, John. This is what we got to do.
But for real.
No, but John, I can break the law. Look at me. Do I look normal to you?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, to me, yeah, totally.
Perfect, right? It says the spider to the fly. Go on.
And another thing. How you doing, Dave? Good to see ya. MFA here. How you doing?
I had to quit driving Uber because on 2 instances I thought it might be in the best interest of humanity for me to take out the person that I was driving. This one asshole worked as an executive for Chevron, and I heard him talking on the phone in my back seat about how they were working on an idea to turn fracking water into bottled water. Like, wow, you evil bastard. I was like, oh my God, if there was a bridge nearby, I probably would have driven him off of it. Pete, did you say you have a thick cock? Oh, TikTok. Sorry, my bad.
Can it be?
Well, no, it's probably.
And that wonderful transition is going to bring us into our final segment of the episode, which is the USFL. The USFL, the United States Football League.
Okay.
Did you know they are currently happening?
Is that the one sponsored by McMahon?
Yeah.
McMahon?
No, not owned. Not owned. I believe he's the president. But
He's
yeah,
the president.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Okay, so
no, I'm getting my ducks in a row of how I can belittle and berate you, and thus far I'm getting ammo all loaded up, baby. Continue. I can't wait. You have 17 follows. You're doing the Lemarusa, Amorosa, Leviosa, Drunkioso.
Do you know the history of the USFL? This will be fun. Okay, so the USFL, which launched in April of this year.
Okay. See, John, there's a lot of fun to be had. Apparently, you're not going to let me guess, and it's like winning the lottery. If I
Let's
get
do
close. So you already went too soon. So I know they launched in April of this year. So therefore,
there's history before then. That's what. So let's give a little guess as to what that history was.
Okay, so fair enough. I'm going to go ahead and say launched in April of this year, April 2024. No, 2022.
There you go.
No, I forget. I time travel a lot. This time is
you're back, bro.
This time is so 2022. You guys suck. So what happened was, right? See, all these people who had been in the NFL, the National Football League, what we call fucking American football, right? Fucking use their hands like a bunch of fucking drunkos. Fuck them. Oh, you put on pads, pussies. That shit. They couldn't make it in that, and they also couldn't not use their hands and didn't like to run as much.
So they wouldn't go into soccer as most of the world knows as football.
Correct. So you have two choices. Like at that point, it's like, what do I do? Right. Do I do arena football? Like there's no double A, there's no triple A, like in baseball where you can jump back and forth. All right, well, here, let's make another league that's not as good. And you'll play with different size fields because you don't want to go Canadian arena football because that shit is dangerous as a motherfucker and beautiful to watch. Highly recommend it. If you're not watching NFL, watch the goddamn arena football. Fuck the FF. DFL. Watch the drunk football in arena style. I don't know, man. I got shit to do. That's my guess.
Drink a couple beers. It'll all be the DFL. We'll be fine.
Giddy up. USA, FFL, ESP, Tupac relives. Sorry, I'm just trying to spread rumors.
So what year do you think the USFL was first created, first conceived? You want to throw a couple of those guesses out before we jump forward?
Yeah, that one's going to be, it started probably in like 2000 and the idea of it started in like 2004, 2003. I would say.
I'm gonna give you a hint. There was an earlier inception of it, not in the 2000s.
Okay. It was 1874.
There you go.
Steppenwolf had just played a concert at Altamont. Camp and Kazmanev were just taking their world tour, and they saw that. They said, "This is beautiful. We should do a football league." And they were talking too loud, all fucked up. Some other guys heard them, took the idea. Fast forward, they went to Paris, made Uber. Fast forward, these guys went forward and made a different football league. Am I right?
So the USFL, which launched in April of this year, is a new professional football league consisting of 8 teams split into 2 divisions, with each team playing 10 regular season games. Right now, going off script, we're in week 9 of 10. The top 2 teams of each division will meet in the playoffs on Saturday, June 25th, with the Philadelphia Stars and New Jersey Generals playing at 3, and the New Orleans Breakers and Birmingham Stallions playing at 8. The championship game between the division winners will be July 3rd. This consists of North Championship versus the South Championship.
It's going to be amazing, folks. You come on down. Last year's winners, we had the Grandma's Libidos and the Armored Volvas coming head to head, no pun intended, from Dallas, Texas, and Shreveport, Louisiana. They call them the Dam Breakers for a good goddamn reason. All right, coming up next.
It's amazing that you have no recollection of the old version of this, or hearing about the new version of this.
I got no time for this, John. I got no time for this. I can't believe that you don't watch the movies and TV shows I do. I can't believe that you live in a goddamn dungeon and know nothing about the day-to-day workings of the society we live and breathe our lives in. But yet you know about the fucking Universal Football League of some bullshit. Fuck off, John. I got shit to do.
The United States Football League, the USFL,
Sorry.
Is a new independent football league that is not affiliated with the defunct 1980s league or its owners. The inaugural USFL season kicked off April 16th with 8 teams. And all of the games, so here's the teams: the Birmingham Stallions, Houston Gamblers,
one of the great things
New Orleans Breakers.
One of the great things about the inaugural is that they had a lot of eggnog. John, who else do they have? The Breakers, the Stallions. Come on, buddy. Stick with me. Take a breath and listen.
Tampa Bay Bandits, South Division, Bandits. Michigan Panthers, Pittsburgh Maulers, New Jersey Generals, and Philadelphia Stars in the North Division.
Pittsburgh Maulers, like, hey, we will fuck you up. We're Panthers. I will fuck your Panther family up. Look at me. I got no shits to give. I will go back to the fucking plane. I'm a goddamn Mauler. Fuck you. Okay. And the Maulers win again.
So Brian,
good year.
Brian Woods is the president. Oh, the South Division were the first people I named. Do you want me to name it again?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So Brian Woods was the president.
Yep.
The Brian Woods for the trees.
Of football operations, and former Dallas Cowboys standout and longtime NFL and Fox game analyst Daryl Johnston is the executive vice president of football operations. And Fox Sports owns every team in the league currently.
Yeah, they're trying to do this whole monopoly bullshit thing which is cool, but at the same time, like, it's not that good of. You don't need to have that much football, of a different kind of football. Like, motherfucker, NFL is this season. If you want football, watch this. if you don't watch soccer, if you don't want to watch that, watch rugby. If you don't want to get into that, watch cricket. If you don't want to watch that, don't watch baseball or basketball because those are devil's sports.
It's amazing that you mentioned the monopoly of football because so this is the first spring football league that ever had inception all the way to the playoffs in the 80s. It's the first one. You know, you've heard of the XFL and other ones, right? So it
Those
was
are the ones
not
that were on Fox after American Gladiators. That's the only reason I knew about that because I watched the shit out of some American Gladiators.
So it was a complete opposite season of the NFL and not competing with it. We're going to now talk about the original United States Football League, the original USFL.
Super fun.
Remember,
So
the new
fun,
one.
Guys, remember, this is a fun segment. Everyone,
you're going to have fun with this.
Remember how much fun we're having. Jesus
fun
Christ.
with this. The original one has no affiliation with the new one. There's a reason for that. It was a professional American football league that played for 3 seasons, from 1983 through 1985. It played in the spring-summer schedule of each of its active seasons. The 1986 season was scheduled to play in the autumn and winter, directly competing against the long-established NFL, and it ceased operations before that season was scheduled to begin.
See, you start fucking swimming with the big dogs, like, oh no, motherfucker. That is a beautiful example. All right, we'll let you eat our scraps as long as you stay in your fucking lane. You can stay here for 2 years. You can stay here for 2 years, and now, oh, you got your big boy pants on. Now you're going to compete with us? Nope, we're going to shut down all of your revenue streams. Thanks. I'm Roger Goodell.
Yeah. So in 1965, the New Orleans businessman David Dixon conceived the USFL and saw it as a market for professional football in New Orleans that would be played in the summer. He's key player in the construction of the Louisiana Superdome and the expansion of the NFL into New Orleans in '67.
And he was a key player in the Louisiana Purchase in 1858. Amazing how he aged so well. Okay, so people just have ideas like, oh, we're going to talk about him in 65, David Dixon, because he had this idea like, different football that I'll get paid for, see? Like, what about here's the Bikini Football League. What about the Puppy Bowl, John? Oh, fist fight a person who doesn't appreciate the Puppy Bowl. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You eat some mushrooms, put on the Puppy Bowl, and you're going to have an out-of-body experience. It's so great. And you're like,
well, obviously, it's a Puppy Bowl.
Hello? Yeah. There's a lot of personal fouls. It's really strange. Like,
some of the rule shifts, both on the field and off the field of the USFL, that makes it more fun as they tried to market it, both in the old one and the new one, were to bring cameramen onto the field and into the huddle, have moments where everyone is mic'd. Basically, everyone is mic'd, but there's moments where the commentators go away and it's only what's happening in real time. And so you feel like you're in the huddle. There are body cams on the players and the refs. So you have these playbacks, instant playbacks of, seeing the person getting tackled, right.
All that stuff. And it's amazing at halftime when they're in the locker room. You're like, oh my God, this is amazing. You see a lot of things you don't want to see, you cannot unsee. That's how championships are made. So you're part of the team now. Okay? You're part of the team.
So on the field, the USFL was regarded as a relatively good product. Many coaches and team executives who had an NFL experience came to this with seeing how it could be another fun football league back in the 80s, right?
Yeah, right. You're talking fun in the 80s, and this is fun for you. These are both things that are not fun for normal people. So yeah, no, we see a correlation. Continue.
In August of 1984, the USFL voted to move from a spring to a fall schedule in 1986 to compete directly with the NFL. This was done at the urging of the New Jersey Generals majority owner Donald Trump and a handful of other owners as a way to force a merger between the leagues. The strategy was that the USFL filed an antitrust monopoly lawsuit against the NFL in 1986, and the jury ruled that the NFL had violated anti-monopoly laws. But this victory was in name only, as the USFL was awarded a judgment of $1,
$1.
which the antitrust laws went all the way to the Supreme Court, and by that point it inflated to $3, and that's what they were awarded. The court decision effectively ended the USFL existence, and it never played its planned 1986 season. It lost more than $163 million.
I remember that now. I remember that whole thing now. But yeah, it was still because they had who? They got Doug Flutie. Flutie was one of the quarterbacks.
He was the highest paid football player of that time, including the NFL.
Including the NFL, and yeah, I remember that. That was why I know him. Yeah, Doug Flutie, and he played for the fucking New Jersey
Generals, owned by the ex-pres who created that thing.
He's playing for the New Jersey. Forget about it, Sean. Hey, I asked you a question. You shut your fucking mouth. You forget about it. Who did I play for? Forget about it. How much money? Shut the fuck up. Forget about it. Welcome to Jersey, kid. Welcome to Jersey.
Many say that the owner of the New Jersey Generals at that time were a major reason why that league that could have been and looked to be a prosperous foundation folded immediately in 1986. So in February of 2022, the quote real USFL LLC end quote, a group fronted by Larry Skonska, who's acting in his capacity as the general manager of the original Jacksonville Bulls, and claiming to represent the interests of the owners of the former USFL, filed suit to stop the current USFL from using the name or trademarks associated with the original league. In response,
my name is Larry Skonska. I come here on behalf of my clients as a consigliere for the New Jersey Forget About It. From the New York, never mind your goddamn business, ladies. From Chicago, hey, O's. From the LA's, you want some? Nosy people get it too. On behalf of all of my clients, I come unto you, I beseech on behalf, I say, please do not beseech and belittle and besmirch the name of my good clients. These are some good people, some good fucking fellas. Please, and my family and yours, I ask you kindly, please, don't do this to us. Eh? Here, I filed it in triplicate, all of those words. Here you go. And they're notarized. Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks. Have a good day, guys. Happy Fridays. Such a bitch around here.
Before I finish this last little bit, which is the end of this segment, I want to point out I looked at the top people of who were a part of the USFL who were also in the NFL, and there were a lot of coaches. I'm sure people would recognize them. I didn't, but the guy I did was Steve Young. Hey, Steve Young!
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah. Also, Joe
one
Montana.
of the greatest.
Joe Montana.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said Joe Montana. No, the actor, Joe Montana. I don't know. I got nothing.
So they, in response to this suit, the league attorneys claimed that the quote new USFL registered its intellectual properties rights in 2011. And that was after the current league, the new league, had registered. On April 14th, 2 days before the scheduled start of the new USFL's regular season, a federal judge denied a preliminary injunction to bar the new USFL from using the original league's name and trademarks, remarking that while the plaintiffs were likely to prevail on their claim of trademark infringement, which means they're going to, apparently, the judge thinks they'll win, any alleged harm can be easily compensated by monetary damages. So the fee will only be so much, and if you make so much more, it's fine, like we've been talking about the entire time.
Right. Okay, so, but John, truly, honestly, truly,
Yeah.
NFL does the same fucking shit because we've changed all the rules so much, all the roughing the passer that started that, all the
Right.
different things, and now we know. And here's my deal: like, I'm one step away from Roman empires. Like, let them die. I don't want to see anyone die, but I'll go to some goddamn UFC. Like, yeah, beat the fuck out of them.
Right.
But don't like. I don't want an emperor like, no, finish him. Not Kumite style, right? Like,
Right. It's in the sport. There's a referee. It stops before it becomes mortal.
But John, there's a rub. As cognitive, forward-thinking people who have houses that smell of rich Corinthian leather and walnut, and apparently padding because you're in a goddamn soft closet. Just like the NFL has a CTE, that chronic trauma, that they're seeing that, and they don't have the good healthcare long term. So like, yeah, all these people are getting fucked up, and you retire, and your brain gets scrambled, and yeah, you've done this shit. Okay, so you're just saying, yeah, we'll pay these fines afterwards. We'll worry about this afterwards. We're not going to pay them health insurance now. We're going to pay them millions of dollars, and you're going to scramble your brain if you're good at it. But the thing is, they're trying to like, no, let's change all the rules. And it's going to be safe, and it's not going to be safe. You need to understand it's not, and I'm okay with that. You need to sign a contract, just like I'm a big believer. School teachers need to get a contract like, hey, you're working with fucking children in unsafe, ungreat conditions. Sign a contract. You're taking your life in your own hands, and now you get paid $170,000 starting annual. Like, you need to make over six figures for teachers starting. You have to. This bullshit that teachers make, fuck that.
Right.
When my lawn
the children
guy,
of teachers, the two of us, when the two of us are children of teachers, we know.
I'm a children of the world, John. I believe the children are our future.
You got to teach them well.
Oh, goddamn. If you don't let them lead the way, oh, man, I tell you what.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Hey, the sources for this episode of Two-Sided have been the first segment, thestreet.com, uber.com, and investopedia.com. The second segment, hofvillage.com, Wikipedia, and the official website, theusfl.com.
My inspiration and references have been, once again, Sailor Jerry, some Skittles White Widow Weed, and a little bit of Killer Bees Wu-Tang Clan that I listened to right before this and inspired the fuck out of me. And protect your neck, son. Protect your neck.
We got lots of messages. Let's plow through them and get out of here, hey?
Yeah, no, I want you to play them.
Folks, if you can't believe what you've heard, if you like what you're hearing, if you're just now realizing that you're still listening to this craziness, that's all right. You belong in the Two-Sided family. Click the link at the top to subscribe to the Two-sided YouTube channel. Hit that bell. That way you get all the notifications. And then you're going to go over to Spotify. Two-sided pod. Rate us 5 stars. Fucking rate them 1 star. Give them a rating.
Give a
All
rating.
ratings help.
Everything helps. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, so I got an opinion on this. Well, hence my freaking avatar name. And another thing, I've never been accused of not having an opinion, right? That's kind of like the, women's NBA. Like, who fucking cares?
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I say. All the people, but if
I fucking drove for Lyft pre-pandemic, and I switched to food post-pandemic and lockdowns and shit. But anyway, I had these 2 people that were openly behind me talking about, yo, we're on our way. Yo, we're in the parking lot. You got the stuff? Man, I came here to buy some fucking meth, and you telling me? I'm like, what? And he fucking sends his girl in, and he's still on the phone, and she's on one line, and he's supposedly on another. I ain't coming up there for $40. And he was like, oh, you told me you would come here and sell me some meth. And so he went in the store to get her, and I was out that piece. I only drove like maybe a quarter of a block away, pulled over the lift and said, here's why I just did what I did.
Yeah, I'm out. Fuck that. Also,
fucking virtual, like live command, what's it called? Like live action, the fans on the app. You have to have the app, I guess. That's for the app. And Mike gonna do it. Johnny Manziel's there. What else do you need to know? Live action football, that's what it's called. Give me the 411, please.
Yeah. When you're given the app of what they're gonna do, of like you're calling plays.
Yeah, because everything is completely audible. So the commentators are saying, audible. So that's going to be this. Right. They're doing that. Great. And if it's just you're 100% more in it. It's like, this is what's going to happen. Oh, look at that. And then they, with a replay, they'll have the running back go through and they'll see, 6 or 7 people jump on you.
Right. That's what they do now, John. But as far as like seeing everything, what the problem is, if you want to be competitive as a football thing, if you have that much exposure and that much access and that much, you're seeing that much commentary and that much thing. Like, all right, so people calling plays and like stealing plays and stealing things, like, oh, you can. Turns out if I tune into this app on this radio dial at this one thing, I can see exactly what they're doing in their huddle and see exactly what they're doing. Like, okie dokie. Keep playing your things, John.
I think there should be a trans football league, so they can have their own, maybe the trans Olympics, right? So they can have their own sports where they don't have, so you don't have any more dudes, competing in women's sports. I saw the best meme that basically epitomized all that. It was Mike Tyson wearing a tube top, and the caption was, "Women's boxing is about to get interesting." Fuck your feelings, people.
It was 1874, and the first game was played on the wall.
Wait a minute. Did you say 1874?
Yep.
1874, because it was Steppenwolf was jamming in 1874.
I did.
That's a whole other conversation, bro.
Only way the United States Football League would make sense is if there was a Mexico Football League, a Canadian Football League, an Irish Football League. Yep. Oh, but that means that they'd have to man up and play fucking rugby.
Exactly, bro. Right?
What about the Australian Football League?
No, but that's the Australian Football League. That's rugby. Like, it's not football.
No, that's not rugby. And any Aussie, like, don't say that, Pete. Don't say that. That's offensive. It's
No, fuck 'em.
Aussie
Can't
rules
take a joke.
football. It's Aussie rules
Yeah.
football, which is not soccer,
No,
and it's
no, I
not
know.
rugby. Everyone's like,
No,
oh,
I
it's like
know.
rugby. It's nothing like
No.
rugby.
No, it's the closest thing to rugby that it is to American League football. Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong.
The San Francisco Packers play in the USFL? Question mark.
The John
Wild Stallions! Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. They get these names from that movie? Just inquiring minds want to know.
No, I am Bill S. Preston Esquire. And he is Ted Theodore Logan. And we are Wild Stallions.
Two-sided pod.
Would be almost as entertaining as the Trans Football League would be like, a midget football league, right? I think that would get way higher numbers than
that is there.
USFL. But anyway, yeah, dwarf tossing. It's a shame they put the kibosh on dwarf tossing. Talk about a good old pastime.
See, I'm with you, and like you, because there is people who they're like, oh no, it's my condition, so I can propagate myself and do what I want. Like, yeah, that's cool, but there is a little person football league. There's a little person boxing league. There's a little person full contact UFC league. Because I go deep on those UFC. Like, man, I knew about Kimbo Slice before he was on the UFC.
I love this story even more. 45 got fucked for $3. You know he paid his attorneys a lot more than that $3. I love it. Another way that dumb fuck loses money. I swear to God, everything that fuck touches turns to shit. Lovely. You made my day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know what I think would generate way more interest and way more money than the USFL is stoning politicians, so say we took corrupt politicians that were proven to be corrupt, like both Bidens, Hunter and brain dead Joe, and, Hillary and her husband, and we put them in a stockade at the pitcher's mound and then sold rocks or even baseballs, good old apple pie. I think they got the idea for live action football from like OnlyFans where you can, request like, hey, can you put the butt plug in? Okay, now rub your clit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where they got the idea.
Pete, there's football and there's football.
Hi, John. Hi, my boy Pete.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
The USFL and Pete's writings. News comedies. Good evening, Auntie.
Hey, girl. Hey. John, are you done playing button? Like, I'm trying to write notes and make comedy things, try to do things. I know you're trying to censor, but John, hear me out.
All right.
Right.
All right.
No, I need you to focus. And I know halfway through, as you're just pressing buttons, you're holding up a shot like, ready to drink again? John, I am ready to drink again. I poured another shot, but John, I need you to listen. I need you to focus. Right? It's a funny joke, right? MFA said, "Is anything that fuck touches goes to hell," or anything that fuck touches. And so I was like, what a great name for a band. Fuck touches.
Hello, Salt Lake City.
Hello, Salt Lake City with fuck touches. Come boy fucking this album. It's called Anything That Fucking Goes by Fuck Touches.
Next one.
No, you don't get the rest, John.
Oh, come on. This is Pete's Retraction Corner. Come on. This is your moment. Do it.
No, this is not the moment. I was too angry. I only started writing things down that I thought were funny. Like I was just trying to make comments. It's like, oh no, and I didn't realize what was happening. You're just not good, and you're good. You're very good at being an engineer, but you're not good drunk at being an engineer and a co-host who's trying to make eye contact. But I want to, and I can't. But I should I? And I want to. And it. Hit it. No. So, okay, no, but okay, I've written one joke down. Okay, I'm going to say the one joke. So dumb. Folks, if you like what you've seen, if you can't believe what you've heard, if you don't understand what you're listening to, God damn it, I do not blame you. I personally am shocked and appalled that I'm here. I'm fucking floored that you are all still here. If you're listening to this on the YouTube after, on our channel, or on Spotify or Apple Pod or Farmers Only, Fans Only, SideBoomFans.com, Can't Believe It's Not Butter, Fish in the Sea, Only Fish, Fisherman, like all those good sites that John puts us up. If you're seeing us there, I can't believe you're watching the show this deep into it. However, if you are, make sure you hit that subscribe, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that bell, that button, that little toggle switch, that little switch in the soul that says, yep, I like that. Yep, I want to come back. Yep, I'm going to tell my friends, my family, my enemies, and everybody I come in contact with. That was a close one. I want you to finish that sentence, John. Why is your camera shaking? Am I having a stroke or are you?
No, we're having a stroke together.
You're on mute.
No, we're having a stroke together.
There it is. I would more appreciate a beef stroganoff because I could kill for a rice and a nice little something, mushroom sauce with a little beef on there. Ooh, sounds delicious.
Well, let's do a shot and get out of here and go to the green room. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the green room. Okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah. Shots to the green room, folks. And I know this is where we lose people, and it's gonna be no problem, but we don't have to. We're gonna come back. Like you remember that whole, if you like the Bible, you like that Lazarus story, you like that Jesus story, you know, he dies, comes back in the end. Well, that's about to fucking happen, folks. We're dying out of this motherfucker. We're coming back in the green room here at, my engineer says,
40 after the hour.
40 after the hour, my engineer says. So he's going to put that thing there. You can hit I don't know if they can hit, John. You can hit, if you're listening live, you can hit that thing and do the thing. Like, I don't know, man. At this point, I don't know. We're going to do a shot. I have to have a smoke and think about my life choices.
Let's get
my
this
fishing license and my horseshoes.
Friends that stroke together, stay together.
That's my boo. Fuck you. That is my boo.
There's so many. We can make so much merch with her. Like, and by merch, I mean.
Let's get out of here.
Come on, John. Shoot it.
Thank you all for listening. Cheers.
See you there, brother.
Great show, fellas. Very informative as usual. I will see you in the green room at 40 after. Love yous.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show live on stereo every Tuesday, same start time as tonight. So if you want to join us or you want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. And we're going 40 after the hour for our after show wind down in the green room live on stereo. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York. And normally I would wait for my boy Pete to say what he wants to say, but he left early, so he's my boy Pete out in Southern California, and this was our show. You can listen to our shows wherever you get your podcasts, and you can also join us live on our YouTube channel, Two Sided Podcast, and also on the Stereo app, live every Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the fun and the serious, here on Two Sided. Boy, this is fun.